Hello and welcome to another video review, this time about the new thermal monoculars from Pulsar, the Telos XG50 and XG50 with the laser range finder. Pulsar is based in Lithuania, and as we probably all know, it is also the market leader in the thermal imaging for civilian use. Pulsar was also one of the first companies which started to offer thermal devices for the civilian market, and the products are used mainly by hunters, but also widely used by police, rescue teams, and for many other applications. Telos XG50 is a thermal monocular. It was introduced this year at the EVA fair, so 2024, and the XG50 is positioned in the middle of the Telos series. The more affordable Telos devices are the XQ35, then in the middle we have the XG50, and top of the line are the XP and then the XL Telos devices. The Telos devices are the best monoculars series from Pulsar, and Telos was designed to replace the Helion series. It was completely redesigned. The entire housing was completely redesigned, which is much better now in terms of ergonomics, and additionally it is completely ambidextrous, so you can use it as a left and right-handed user. The devices are available with or without a laser rangefinder, and the biggest difference is that it is an upgradable device, and these upgrades are available later this year from Pulsar directly. So if you have let's say XQ35 and you want to have a better sensor or a bigger objective lens diameter, or if you need a laser rangefinder, you can send it in and Pulsar will make it for you. I think this is a very big plus, because you don't need to sell and purchase another device if you want to have better quality or you need a laser rangefinder and so on. Now if I start with the housing of the device, the entire housing is made from a new composite polymer, which is completely rubberized, so you have really great grip when you hold the device in your hands, and the rubber is also there to protect the device itself. The entire device is IPX7 waterproof, which means even if the device is 1 meter under the water for 30 minutes, it will still function perfectly and you will get no water anywhere inside of the device. Now if I start at the top, at the ocular, the eyepiece is made of rubber, very soft rubber, which is very nice to use. Then additionally we have this part here, this rubber, which protects that you get no external light when you look through the device, and during the night no light comes out, so you are completely invisible to any animal. This piece is also foldable back, so if you don't like it, you can just fold it back. The diopter adjustment ring is located here, and it is also rubberized, so for better grip and again for more protection. The device can be used also if you wear glasses without any problems. Then on the top of the device we have here 4 buttons. First one is to turn on and off, and then we have the menu button, and the 2 buttons here are for scrolling down the menu. On the side, on the left side, we have the battery compartment, which houses the new LPS7i battery, which comes with 6,400 milliamps, which is quite a lot. And with this one battery, the device can be turned on for approximately 8.5 hours, which is quite a lot. And additional batteries, of course, can be purchased separately. The battery compartment is, as you can see here, and the battery can be just easily attached inside like this. And to take it out, you just have to pull this button and it already comes out, which is really well designed. Then on the right side we have the carrying strap, or for better holding, like this, so you don't the device will not fall down. And because this device is completely ambidextrous, you can also adjust this strap to the other side like this, and you can use it also like this with as a left-handed user, which is really nice. The button's position is very well made. As you can see here, you can very easily operate all the buttons. On the right side we have also the USB-C compartment through which you can fill the battery, and if you want, you can connect it also through the cable. You can also connect to the PC and other devices. On the bottom of the device here we have only this cover like this, only this cover, and here are some sensors and the power indicator. So if the device is on, you have here a green light, and if it's charging, this light will flash. There is also possible to purchase the device with a laser rangefinder, which is then this part here, as you can see here. And the laser rangefinder, which is on this device here, works up to 1000 meters, which is really nice. Then if I go further with the housing on the front, we have two rings. First one is for the magnification, as you can see here, from 1 to 4 times. And because this device has an analog magnification of 3.5 times, if you go to the 4 times, the maximum magnification is then 14 times. So 3.5 by 4, of course, 14 times. And on front is the focusing ring, which is this one here, and it works also really nice. The only drawback in this design, I think, is that if you are fixed on one target and you want to focus or you want to change the magnification, it's very easy to come out of the target because it's a bit stiff. In my opinion, this should be a bit less or more easy to operate. Okay, then on top of the objective we have the flip-up cover, which is this one and can be easily secured on the side, which is perfect and does not it is locked in place. And of course the 50mm objective lens. The device itself has a operating temperature range from -25 to 40 degrees Celsius, and the size of the device is 238 millimeters long, 72 millimeters wide, and without the laser rangefinder it's 62 millimeters high. With the laser rangefinder, the height of the device is 90 millimeters. The weight of the two devices without the laser rangefinder it's 660 grams, and with it's 720 grams. So it is not a heavy device, but in my opinion it is a quite long device. The price point is, without the laser rangefinder, 2,890 euros, and with the laser rangefinder 3,190 euros. And also the price, as you can see, it also positioned in the middle of the Telos series. The startup time is very fast. When you push the button and until you get the first image, it's only 6 seconds. The device features also a sleep mode, which is for now only manual. You just have to push the on and off button for 1 or 2 seconds and you enter the sleep mode. I think maybe with a later update these devices will have the automatic sleep mode function like the merger does, but we'll see. But we will see if this will be included with the Telos series also. To connect the devices, it is possible with a Wi-Fi, directly with the Wi-Fi. 2.4 gigahertz for the later or for the older devices, and if you have a newer device, almost all of the newer devices have a 5 gigahertz connection. So the connection is even faster. Then it is also possible with the USB-C, like I told before. You can connect to any other device. Well, if you want to connect to the mobile phone, you will need the StreamVision 2 app, which is, in my opinion, one of the best mobile apps for the thermal devices. Now, Telos devices, or more or less almost all Pulsar devices, are made completely in Europe, and most of the parts, at least for the Telos devices, are completely made directly in Lithuania by Pulsar themselves, and because of that they have the complete quality control, which is, in my opinion, perfect and a big plus. The devices come with 3 years of warranty, and if something happens to the device, or if something is wrong, the service department is also in the European Union and Lithuania, so the service is quite fast. Now for the battery, it is located here. It is the new LPS7i battery pack, which features also the quick charge capability with this charger here, and when it can be charged directly with the USB-C cable here, or you can charge it directly through the device. Additionally, this battery features also a wireless charging feature, so you just have to lay it up on the wireless charger and it also works. In the package, when you buy the device, you get two of these covers for the Telos. So when you get the battery, you have to attach this part on the battery so it fits in your new Telos device, and it works very simple, just like this. You just have to put it on and clip these two parts in and you're ready to go. As I said, the battery capacity is 6,400 milliamps, and with this, the working with this device is approximately 8.5 hours, which is quite a lot. The Batteries can be, of course, purchased also separately, and they are not very expensive. For one battery pack, you have to pay, I think, 119 euros, which is also very affordable. The battery itself features power indicator which flashes, and with the number of flashes you immediately know at how many percent the battery capacity already is. With the device itself you get also a fast charger, and of course the cable itself with the USB and USB-C connections, which is really nice. Okay, now for the display, I have to say it is a really nice display, a very big display, which is very comfortable to use. And the type of the display inside is the AMOLED HD with a resolution of 1024 by 768 pixels. You can make videos and photos also with this device with the same resolution like the display. The videos are in MP4 format, and the photos are in JPEG. The device features also a built-in microphone, which you can turn on and off if you need it or not. And the device has a storage of 64 gigabytes, which is very big. And with 64 gigabytes you can save approximately 1 hour of videos and a lot of photos. But if you turn on the compression in the menu, the device itself can save up to 150 hours of videos, which is really a lot. The optical specifications, as I previously said, the analog magnification is 3.5 times, and it features 4 times zoom. So at 1 it's 3.5, at 2 is 7 times, and so on. 3.5 is analog, and everything beyond is of course digital magnification. And the more you go up, of course, with the magnification, the more you see the pixels of the device. The lens diameter on the front is 50 millimeters, and it features aperture of 1.0. The field of view at 100 meters is 15.4 meters wide, and the height of the image is 11.5 meters. What is very interesting is the detection range, which is by far the biggest among all Telos devices, which is 2,300 meters. The device features 8 different color modes, and the close focus, which is not given by Pulsar, but what I tried is approximately 5 meters. So everything from 5 meters beyond you can perfectly focus in. As I said previously, also you can use the device easily also with glasses. And yeah, I think this is also the big advantage if you compare to Axion devices, is the big screen, which is really comfortable to use. Now for the sensor specifications, the resolution is the same as with the XP model, so the more expensive model with 640 by 480 pixels, but it features the 12 microns pixel size, so not 17 like on the XP model. The refresh rate is 50 Hz, so you have perfectly smooth images, and the NETD or the sensitivity of the device or the minimal detectable temperature difference is with these devices less than 40 millikelvins. It features three calibration modes: automatic, manual, and semi-manual. And if we compare these devices to the XP50, the sensor is now 12 microns, not 17. And this device features less than 40 millikelvins NETD, and the XP less than 18 millikelvins. And the next difference is also that the XG has a bigger minimal magnification, which is 3.5 times and not 2.5 times like on the XP. So what does this mean in the real world? And from my tests, the XG has a much smaller field of view, of course, because of the magnification. And with the XP, you can see many more small differences in the temperature. So let's say you look on the object, and there are really small differences in the temperature. With the XP version, you will see these differences, and with the XG, you will not see these differences. But where the XG shines, in my opinion, is in observation at longer distances. Because of the bigger minimal magnification, you get a less pixelated image when you go up with the magnification than compared to the XP version. So this is the main plus of the XG series, in my opinion. I tried at 300 meters, and I think with XG you see the same or maybe a little bit more details than with the XP because of the distance to the object. Okay, now for the laser rangefinder. As I said, it can measure up to 1000 meters. The minimal measuring range is 5 meters, and the accuracy is plus and minus 1 meter. The controls are very simple. With a short press, you enter or you turn on the laser rangefinder, and if you then push the button again, you get immediately a reading from the laser rangefinder. When the laser rangefinder is on and you hold this button here, then you enter the scan mode, and with the scan mode you get continuous measurements. I think every second you get one measurement, and with this it's more easy to range, let's say, a moving target. Or of course also small targets, because you can focus more easily on a smaller target like this. If you are not in the laser range finding mode, then with the holding this button you just switch black and white hot color modes. This device features also a angle indicator which can be turned on and off, and this is of course needed for hunters. If of course for mountain hunting, if you make a shot on a high slope, then you need this measurement, so equivalent horizontal range. I have to say this laser rangefinder is one of the best on the market. What I compared among thermal and night vision devices, because I tried the laser rangefinder in bad weather, and I get constant readings up to 300, 400, 500 meters, where with some competitors I didn't get any reading, or just a reading of 20 meters, even if I ranged to 300. So with this laser rangefinder I was very surprised how well it works. Okay, now for the buttons. The first button here is to turn on and off the device. With a short press you make calibration, and when the device is already on, with a long press you enter the sleep mode, but if you hold it longer, the device turns off. Then the second button here is to start recording or to make a picture, and if you hold the long press, you switch between video capturing or making photos. The next one is the menu button. With a short press we enter the quick menu, and with a long press the main menu. And for the last button here, as I said, is for the laser rangefinder, or to switch between black hot and white hot color modes. Okay, now for the menu itself. So this is the Stream Vision 2 app, which you can very easily connect with Wi-Fi to your device, and through this app you can make all the changes on the device. First of all, on the button you will see Device, Gallery, News and Settings, and if we enter the settings, you see all the serial number, language, cloud synchronization and so on. And if we enter the device itself, then we can check here the firmware of the device if we need to update. This one here has the latest firmware, the 2.5.001, which came out this year, and with this firmware there are some haptics with the device, so it vibrates when you push the button, and also the user interface is a little bit different. Now if we go back to the device itself, we can go to the viewfinder, and like this, when I push the buttons, when I go to the let's say first for the short menu or the quick menu, you see here we have the brightness setting, then the contrast, and here the laser, the rangefinder, the stadiometric. And when we go to the main menu, we have here many different settings. First of all is the amplification level, so 1, 2 or 3, how much or what do we prefer when we're watching some object. Then we have the color modes, which are 8 all in all. Then we have the smoothing filter, you can turn it on and off, and with this filter the images are not so pixelated, it smooths the image a bit out. Then the next one is the user mode. With this one, if it's off, if we made some changes with the brightness and so on, it doesn't save this. But if we let it on, it saves all the settings for the next use. Then we have the display settings. If we enter this setting, we have the display dimming. If we turn it on, the display gets very dark, which is perfect if you observe during the night. And the second one is the overall brightness of all the other things in the display. Then we have the picture-in-picture mode. If we turn this on, we have a small picture on top, which is magnified, if you prefer this view. Then we have the Wi-Fi settings. Here it's to turn the Wi-Fi on and off, the password, the access level, owner or guest, and the Wi-Fi band, which is in 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. So 5 gigahertz is the faster connection, but if you have an older device, it still works with the 2.4 bandwidth. Then the microphone, you can turn it here on and off. Calibration mode, automatic, semi-automatic and manual. And then we have the general settings with language, date, time, units of measure, video compression, as I told before, automatic shutdown options, which is that it turns the device off after 30 minutes if you do not use it. And then haptic vibro indication, so the device vibrates when you push some buttons. LED indicator, which is the LED on the bottom under the eyepiece. If you don't like that this is on, you can easily turn it off. Then the one is for default settings. You reset everything to default. And here is the format, so you delete everything on the device itself. If we go back, then we have also the defective pixel repair. So if you notice some defective pixels, you can repair it very easily like this. And lastly, we have the device information with all the data about the device. Then we have also all of the features directly on the phone, so we can change the palette, white hot, black hot, red hot, and so on. Then we can here also go to the amplification level, ultra, high, or normal. Then on the bottom, the right right button here on the bottom is to take videos and to make photos on the right. And on the top we have here the settings. Everything is the same like in the device itself. Then the next one is for the calibration, picture-in-picture mode, contrast, and the brightness settings. Okay, I have to say overall that the menu is very user-friendly, and it's also very easy to operate and to find the desired functions. And now, what is in the box? What do you get with these devices? First of all, a very nice functional carrying case, which is equipped with straps for attaching it to a waist belt, as well as to equipment with a modular mole fixation system. So a really nice bag. Then the straps, of course, for the bag, the battery, then a cover for the battery, which is like this if it's not in your device, for transportation, so you cannot damage it. Then this second cover for the battery for the Telos devices, battery charger with the cable, and lastly the warranty card and the quick start guide. Okay, now for a short summary. First of all, the positives. The biggest positive in my opinion is that these devices are upgradable, which means they are future proof. If you buy this device now and let's say in 3 years you want to change the sensor or something else, you can just send it in and you will get better sensor or whatever equipped. The second thing is build quality and ergonomic design. As I said, it is for left and right-handed users, and the entire housing is very well made and well protected. Next one is the laser rangefinder. Works perfectly in much worse condition than some of the competitors. Then The design of the focusing and magnification ring, it's very well located, and it is very intuitive to use. And lastly, the interchangeable batteries are really nice, and with these you get really a lot of observation hours with one battery pack. Now, what is the sour part, or what is sour, what can be made better with these devices, in my opinion, is with these two rings on the front, magnification and focusing ring. In my opinion, they should go, or should be easier to adjust, so that you are more focused on the target when you make some changes on the front. Because now it's stiff, a bit stiff, so you are not fixed when you make some changes. And the second part, or second thing, is the size, which is quite long in my opinion. Even the Helion devices were a bit shorter, and especially if we compare these devices to Axion devices, they are almost double as long. The Axion devices are really short and made like traditional laser rangefinders, which is, in my opinion, perfect. Okay, I hope I covered everything about the new Telos XG50 monocular, thermal monoculars. If you found this video review useful, please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.